Zach LaVine has turned the tables on the Chicago Bulls by agreeing to and signing a 4-year, $78 million offer sheet with the Sacramento Kings, according to sources. ESPN's Mark Spears first reported the deal. And now the 23-year-old LaVine's future is in the Bulls' hands, as they have until Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time to match the Kings' offer or let the player they branded as a franchise centerpiece a year ago walk with no compensation. As expected, on the dawn of free agency, the Bulls balked at the first offer from LaVine's representation, wanting him to set his market value in a very tight period for restricted free agents. Only a handful of teams had the requisite salary cap space, and after early interest from the Atlanta Hawks and Los Angeles Lakers before LeBron James committed to signing with them, the Kings came to the table with an offer to LaVine. LaVine made a trip to Sacramento recently, presumably to meet with the Kings' medical staff and front office. The sides have been in contact for the last several days and the Kings had been preparing a lucrative offer for LaVine as the moratorium on signing free agents to deals ends at noon on Friday. Many around LaVine expected restricted free agency to be a long process that could have taken things to training camp, but he'll have an answer to his future much sooner than that. LaVine, like fellow restricted free agents Jabari Parker, Marcus Smart and Yusuf Nurkic, has dealt with a tight market. Aaron Gordon reached a deal with the Orlando Magic 4 years, $84 million, while Nikola Jokic signed for the max in Denver as soon as he could agree in principle with the Nuggets. The most LaVine could agree to with the Bulls was for 5 years and $148 million, identical to the contract fellow draftee and former teammate Andrew Wiggins agreed to during last preseason with the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Kings, having just selected Marvin Bagley III with the number 2 pick in last month's draft, can play an up-tempo game with LaVine on the wings with Buddy Hield and 2017 first-round pick De'Aaron Fox running the point. It probably helped matters for LaVine that some of his best nights were against the Kings, averaging 29.7 points and 4.7 rebounds over the last twos. He certainly would like the chance to show those games are not anomalies when presented the opportunity, an opportunity he believed he would get in Chicago. The Bulls have more than $40 million in cap space since the salary cap was set at $101.8 million on June 30. Robin Lopez's deal $14.3 million expires after next and Omer Asik has a $3 million buyout as well, clearing even more space for the Bulls headed into the summer of 2019. Should the Bulls match, LaVine's contract would be crippling to the balance sheets, especially if he performs to his expectations and is recovered from an injury most experts say takes 18 months to do. And now, LaVine must wait on the verdict from the Bulls, as both sides face the possibility of having to mend a strained relationship of sorts. Arriving on draft 9 last year as part of the Jimmy Butler deal, the Bulls touted LaVine as a franchise centerpiece for this rebuild. However, Lauri Markkanen's emergence in his rookie has seemingly shifted the franchise's focus. Last as LaVine recovered from ACL surgery, he played 24 games after missing the first 42 games of the, averaging 16.7 points, 3.9 rebounds and 3.0 assists. Acquiring a player while he's recovering from injury is a tricky situation, but it's made even more sensitive when said player is up for free agency soon after. The Bulls appeared firmly behind LaVine upon his arrival and had as much intimate knowledge about ACL injuries due to their experience with Derrick Rose. But with Markkanen being better than management believed, things began to shift and those close to LaVine began to wonder if he was as much of a priority to the front office as those initial discussions indicated. Bulls executive vice president John Paxson challenged all the Bulls' young players to improve over the summer, but only LaVine had a looming contract negotiation, so Paxson's words stuck a little bit more. I think he answered some questions for us. He had some really good moments, but he has a ways to go, Paxson said on April 12, 2 days after the Bulls concluded. But again, that's his responsibility to work and become a better player. There's question as to whether LaVine has support from the franchise, and although matching an offer sheet will bring him back into the fold, there certainly appears to be the need for clarity between the guard and the franchise as things move forward. It's gonna be a negotiation and I understand that, LaVine said in early April. I don't think it'll be a disappointment in me, but I think you get what you're worth and we'll go from there.